20k, güey. Lo subió a 20k, mamón. Espérame. Dólares. Perdidos en Bitcoin. No. Mira, güey. Ya pasé el primer nivel. Y creo que ya lo puedo hacer medio consistente, güey. Ahora voy a practicar el segundo. Creo que está hard, güey. Muy hard. Ay. 20k. Tengo aquí la guía en chiquito. No puedo hacer un video de YouTube Picture in Picture, güey. Microsoft Edge Picture in Picture video. Ah, va haciendo
Blink if you can hear me.
Shake it off, Marines! Clear the crash site. Go, go, go!
¿Y mi cinemática? No, ¿no había una cinemática ahí? Microsoft Edge Picture in Picture video. Tengo que descargar una extensión, bótate. Move your cursor. Ah, a ver. Stats for nerds? No. What? ¿Qué hizo? Move your cursor a bit, right click the video again to see more options for us. Ah, ok, es doble. Ah, ya. Picture in picture, ya vi. Juega. Entonces esto pongo aquí. Tuki. Así que no le puedo regresar. Ni pedo.
With another Halo Master Chief Collection Achievement Guide. This time we're doing part 2 of our Halo 2 LASO walkthrough. So start up this mission. This is Outskirts. We're going to crash land and come into this mission blinking, and then we're going to turn around as soon as we can, and Sergeant Johnson will jump down from the pile of debris behind us, and we could actually exchange for his sniper rifle. So give him your SMG in exchange for that sniper. Then we're going to turn around, and you'll see these 3 Marines kind of lined up along the wall, and the one that's furthest away from us is kind of in a corner, so we could corner him with our body and just melee this guy until he dies, and that will give us some shields due to the black eye skull. So you'll get 1 over shield from killing this guy, and then we're going to go around the corner, and there's going to be a grunt running towards us, and then he'll run away once he sees us and run in fear. So you can just back smack him really easily to get your double over shield. Then we're going to jump on this light here, and then jump up to the left, and then we're going to turn around and jump over the gap here, and then we're going to jump up on top of this wall, which could be a little difficult for some people. You need to crouch when you get to the top here, and there's actually an invisible wall right here, so you can't go any further in that direction, and you can kind of use that invisible wall to kind of jump up into it diagonally, and it kind of pushes you up and over the edge of the wall. So maybe that's an easier way to do it if you're having trouble just straight up jumping onto the top of the wall. And if you still do have trouble getting on top, you could always grenade jump to give yourself a boost. So throw a grenade at the wall and then jump as it goes off. It'll explode and propel you even further up. You'll lose some overshield in the process, but we'll get it back easily in a little bit. But just follow this path here, and we would normally jump down here, and then we would jump on top of the railing further back, and we would use that to jump on top of the roof. But some people have trouble with that jump, so we're going to move over here, and there's actually going to be a pelican that spawns over there to the right. So once we get to this corner here, you can see that a pelican spawns in and starts flying in this direction. So we're going to use that pelican to jump on top of the roof. So once you get the pelican to spawn in there by going into that corner of the roof, just follow this path, jump on top of this structure, jump over here, and we're going to jump on the nose of the pelican over here. Just follow this path. It's pretty easy. Nothing crazy yet. Jump on top of the pelican. You can also take a look at the pilot, which is not there. It's somehow flying by itself. But you want to move over to this wing on your left pretty quickly because it's going to start taking off. You want to crouch behind this wing so you can see. I can't really see the jackals that are shooting at our friendlies on the ground over there. It starts moving up, and then we want to jump to the roof as soon as we get to about that height. You don't want to stay on it too long after that because it will knock you off. So just jump up to the roof. It's an easy way to get to the rooftop if you have trouble with that jump. And now we're just going to follow this path, jump across the gap here, and then there's going to be a grunt and an elite usually down here. Sometimes the grunt's dead. Looks like that is the case. If the grunt is alive, he would be on that turret, and we would just shoot and kill the grunt with the battle rifle, and then this elite will get on the turret. But we don't have to deal with that grunt this time around. So once the elite is on the turret, you want to jump down right behind him and maybe smack him while he's on the turret. It will get him to get off the turret, and you want to wait a couple seconds before you kill him because he's going to get angry, he's going to get mad, and pull out his sword. So you want to make sure you're able to get that sword, and you could smack and kill that turret for more health if you need it. We didn't that time. But we want to grab his sword, so we have a sword and sniper now. And again, you want to wait a couple seconds for him to pull out his sword. He gets angry and draws. If you kill him too fast, he won't have the sword for you. But you want to run up the left side of this hallway and then use your sword to lunge at the enemies as they come into view. And you could basically just go right past them and then jump down into the right over here. So just have your sword reticle kind of trained on the left side of the hallway, so that way when the elites come into view, you can immediately sword lunge at them. Just slice at them, and you don't really want to worry about killing them. You just want to use that lunge so you can kind of get to them and get past them as quickly as possible. Then we're going to jump down here and go to this side of this vehicle. It's a big bus or something. And you want to just melee this with your sniper. And you want to smack this until it blows up, plus one more after that. So if it takes 10 hits, you want to hit it 11 times. I'm not sure how many melees you need. But the smack that actually blows it up will give you one shield, which is normal. That's what we come to expect from the Black Eye Skull. But if you hit it one more time really quick, it actually provides you with a second shield. So it's kind of 2-for-1 on these bigger vehicles. Some of them at least. Not everyone, but that one at least will give you 2 shields. So make sure you smack it quickly a second time once it...
Ok, hasta ahí yo creo que sí podemos hacer, güey. A ver. A ver, Jensen, dame tu mamada. Ah, no es cierto, Jensen. No,
Don't look at me, look at them.
Ah, no puedo mover. Ahí está. Brother, dame tu sniper.
That hurts, Chief. That hurts real bad.
A ver, este me va a dar un escudo.
That gun landed.
Ow, sir! Chief, what the hell? Hey, you better not do that again, all right?
Brother, dame escudo. Gracias. What? Ya se me olvidó qué hacer, güey.
Okay, everyone.
Fuck. Okay. Ahora era para acá. Ok. Pega. Va. Ok. El brother dijo que para acá, ¿no? Sí, es para acá. La cagué. Oh shit. La cagué. ¿Cómo estás aquí? No, sí, sí es para acá. Simón. Aquí que aparece el Pelican. Ahí está.
Sergeant, I need you on that bird.
Ma'am?
My Pelicans are going to start airlifting armor and reinforcements into the city. They'll need an escort that isn't afraid of a little hostile ground fire.
Para pa 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 pa. Okay.
Understood. I'll keep an eye on him. Chief, good luck.
Okay. Pues así cualquiera. No mames, el primer nivel. ¡Ah, la verga, la verga, la verga! Así cualquiera, güey. Puta madre. Verdaderamente 2 segundos en lo que te contesté, mamada. Su
If you
puta
can hear me,
madre.
Chief.
Shake it off, Marines! Clear the crash site. Go, go, go!
A ver, brother, dame tu mamada.
Why are you order?
A ver, brother, dame escudo.
Hey! Ow, sir! I'm on your side, remember?
Maravillosa,
Hey, come on, watch it, sir. Hey, you better not do...
Don't make me take off my belt.
Corre, güey.
Grenade! Take your time, I ain't going anywhere.
Tururururu. Tururururu.
I didn't hear your voice, James.
Sí, sí, creo que esta parte sí está muy fácil. A ver, Pelican. Pega.
Sergeant, I need you on that bird.
Ma'am?
My Pelicans are going to start airlifting armor and reinforcements into the city. They'll need an escort that isn't afraid of a little hostile ground fire.
Understood. I'll keep an eye on him. Chief, good luck.
A ver. No pega, ¿verdad? Ah, sí, mira, este es el elite. Ah, pero me imagino que cambió el verde, ¿no? A ver. ¿Qué cambió este hermano?
You need, but the smack that actually blows it up will give you one immediately sword lunge at them, right past them, and then more health if you need it. We didn't that, and you want to wait a couple seconds before you kill him because he's going to get angry.
Ah, ¿qué sueltaste? Espérate.
Get him to get off the turret.
Bleed max speed 5.
And you want to wait a couple seconds before you kill him because
Sí, ese es el VR, ok. Ok.
he's going to get angry. He's
Ta-na-na-na-na-na. Ta-na-na-na-na-na.
Stay out of sight!
Según este brother, voy a pegar esta madre. Ok. Espero que ahora tengo escudo. Para, pa, pa, para, pa, pa, pa. Y aquí viene a saltar este brother. ¿Y qué hace?
He's going to get mad and pull out his sword. So you want him to pull out his sword. He gets angry. Kind of trained 10 hits. You want to hit it. That one at least will give you 2 shields. So make sure you smack it quickly a second time once it blows up. So we're going to use a frag grenade jump right there, kind of on that door frame to get to this higher door frame. Just kind of land here. And then we're going to go over here, kind of to the outside of the map. And then we're going to kind of wedge ourselves right up there in between this big structure and that kind of pole looking thing. But there's 2 ways we could do this. We could jump on top of this satellite dish looking thing, this low polygon satellite dish that you were never supposed to see, and kind of land in between the big structure and the pole itself. Or you could just kind of run and jump and try to slide up and behind that pole. And you want to crouch every time you do this to kind of pull your legs up and get higher than you would normally. But I just skipped ahead like 30 seconds because I was failing hard there, but we're going to go to a successful jump here. And then you can see we're wedged in between the pole and the structure we're trying to get on top of. So we're just going to jump at that point to the top here. And now we need to get across this big gap to my right. But don't worry, it's going to be a lot easier than it looks. You might think we have to do some crazy grenade jump to get all the way across to the other side of the big gap here. But it's super easy. I'll show you how to do it. All we have to do is a little bit of magic, a little button glitch where you have to hit all the buttons at once. And then you could just simply levitate. So mash all your buttons while you walk over the edge here, and then you could float. Just kidding. You just have to walk. That's all you have to do. There's actual invisible geometry here, so you can just stand here and walk to the other corner here. So just kind of move to the left, walk across here and to the left because that is the edge of the map actually. And you'll notice that it kind of pushes you towards the edge where you will fall off into that channel. So at the end you can see I just kind of jumped there a little bit because I was walking on a very small sliver of wall at the end. So I just kind of jumped the last gap there at the end. But at this point, you want to look over here. You can see I'm zooming in with my sniper rifle. And this is one of the reasons I have the sniper is so I could look over here because sometimes there are a bunch of jackal snipers, sometimes there's a bunch of buggers, and sometimes an elite or two. So you want to make sure that you're looking at the area to the left of the building because that's where the jackals like to hang out. And also you want to make sure you pay attention to the building itself because sometimes there are some elites and buggers within the building itself. And the reason for that is if you change to the new graphics, you'll actually notice that this whole area is the whole starting section of the mission. So we're back at the section where we spawned in. That's the pile of debris that Johnson spawned in on. That's where we woke up after our crash landing. This is where we totally beat the crap out of that one Marine in the beginning to get those overshields. Lots of good memories. But in the old graphics, since we kind of progressed to the next part of the mission, this whole area just despawned graphics-wise and is just a big slab of concrete just to save processing power. But on the new graphics, it still displays the whole environment, but we're kind of on top of it now. So we're just going to move over in this direction at this point, and you want to be wary of that building because sometimes there's a bugger or two. And don't worry when this phantom comes flying at you. He is a friendly phantom. He will not shoot at you or anything. He just kind of is scripted to fly overhead, to the edge of the map over there, and he just kind of hovers on the edge and does nothing from here on out. So don't worry about him. But you can see I'm switching to the new graphics again, and this whole starting section, this whole courtyard area where the Jackal snipers set up on the rooftops, and also there's a bunch of buggers and everything that fly in. So that's why there's sometimes some enemies that remain over here, because those are the first initial waves of enemies you fight, and they kind of stay over here sometimes, and they'll be hanging out on top of the rooftops over here, or what was the roof.
Déjame llegar ahí. Ok, según este brother. Oh, huevo. Nada más es llegar acá. No, está muy hard. Okay. Oh, no mames. Ah. Ok. No mames. Ok. Va. Juega. Ah. Qué la verga. Yo fue muy antes. No me mamé ahí. ¿Cuáles son los beneficios de pararte aquí? Ah, no mames, está mucho más easy ese pedo, güey. Ok, lo juzgué mal. ¿Qué son este brother? ¿Eh? ¡Hola! Como que me caía, güey. No, o sea, si es un elite, ¿qué pedo? O sea, si son jackals o los bichitos, pues X, ¿no? El sniper se los mama durísimo. Pero si te topas un puto elite acá arriba, ¿qué pedo? No está hard. Pero que como que no pasó nada. No cabe. Ya está el güey que maté. Ah, no, ya desponió. Wow. ¡Wow! Ok, ya que estoy aquí, ¿qué hago?
Top section. But I would say most of the time they do despawn, so you don't have to worry about them. But if you do need to deal with them, just use your sniper from a long distance, and you could actually snipe at those Jackal snipers without aggroing them, because you could actually shoot them from far enough away where they don't notice you. But once you get past that opening section, there will be no more potential enemies on the rooftop here, or whatever I'm on at this moment in time. But just follow this path, and if you turn to the right and switch to the new graphics, you could actually see the beach segments. You could see I was doing that a little bit as I was making my way in this direction. And we're skipping the entire beach segment for this mission, so we skipped basically the whole city initially. The whole beach segment is now skippable, and we just have to deal with the tunnel section at the end here now, really. Obviously, I sped that previous section up because we were really just running in a straight line for a while. but we're going to go over here now, and there are some enemies that are actually on this final beach segment. There's a sniper jackal in the sniper perch over there, so you can see I was looking at him, and he actually noticed me. He usually doesn't. I think the Phantom saw me and kind of alerted the jackal to my presence, but we're actually going to wait for the Phantom to leave on its own accord. We don't have to go down there just yet. So if you stay up here, I like to go in this general direction because you get a checkpoint usually over here, so that's always good. But I'm just speeding this part up as well because we're waiting for the Phantom to leave. It will leave on its own eventually, so we're just waiting for that to happen. And then at that point, we could take out the Jackal Sniper and proceed into the tunnel and get on with that part of the mission. So the Phantom is looking like it's about to leave now, drifting off to the side, so we'll just wait for that to happen. No need to risk any of our overshield or anything. Just wait for it to be a safe distance away before you move in and start fighting that Jackal Sniper. So now that that is done, we can move down. Phantom saw me. Obviously, once you get past that opening section, there will be no more potential enemies on the rooftop here or whatever I'm on at this moment in time. But just follow this path, and if you turn to the right and switch to the new graphics, you could actually see the beach segments. You could see I was doing that a little bit as I was making my way in this direction. And we're skipping the entire beach segment for this mission, so we skipped basically...
Pods, they're inbound on your position.
No, me pasé, ¿no?
The whole city initially. The whole beach segment is now skippable, and we just have to deal with the tunnel section at the end here now, really. Obviously, I sped that previous section up.
Ah, ya, es aquí. Sí, ¿no? Bueno. No. Hola. Ah, aquí es. Ok. Simón, aquí es. Bueno. ¿Es este, brother? No mames. No, mamá. Voy a disparar hasta acá. Cámara. Ok, según esto, un yacal ahí que se me puede hacer mierda. ¡Uy! Por tarda 7 horas. Ok, ya mataron al yacal, ¿qué hago entonces? ¿Me spawneó esos güeyes? Huevo cero, brother.
Up because we were really just running in a straight line for a while, but we're going to go over here now, and there are some enemies that are actually take out the Jackal way before you move in and start fighting that Jackal Sniper. So now that that is done, we can move down like we were initially and take out the Sniper. Don't worry about the ghosts. They're not going to be in any position to really do us any harm or anything, so just kind of peek around the edge and take out the Jackal Sniper with your own sniper, and then we will be able to move in. And there's going to be a couple elites and drop pods that come down, pretty much at the base of that Jackal Sniper perch. But don't worry, those guys aren't really going to be a threat either. So once we take out the Jackal Sniper, which we've done, we could actually go to the edge. There's kind of a whole blasted out section of this tunnel, so we could just drop down to that blocky structure and then just kind of cut into the right, just wrap around the structure, grab the ghost, and we could make our way to the tunnel section, which we are in now. So you could see your overshields when you're in a third-person point of view like we are now, so you could see and kind of monitor your shields better than if we were on foot, which is a good advantage we have now. So really we have infinite ammo with this ghost, so there's not really a reason to kind of push forward. There are ways and kind of strategies and different paths we could take to speedrun this section, but there's no real value in speedrunning this part of the mission because, again, we have infinite ammo with our ghost. We can just hang back and take out all of these enemies from super far away, slowly and surely. There's no reward for, you know, doing it faster on LASO. It's not a speedrun challenge. It's just LASO, so we're just going to be strategic, and when I say strategic, I mean we're going to have our Warthog-friendly AI just rail us in the side and take down a lot of our shields. So I guess that's a tip for you right there. Just kind of be wary of where your Warthog is because he's friendly, but he will sometimes just run into you and take down some shield for you. So the main threat here is the ghost. Just kind of back off whenever he's kind of running at you. The ghost tends to kind of come towards you a little bit, but then run away. So you could just keep your distance and slowly take him out. And then once you do that, you could kind of close in here and take out the Jackals, who are easy enough to take out. They don't have recharging shields or anything. Well, they do technically, but they don't have a personal energy shield like the elites do, or at least one that covers their entire body, I guess. You know what I mean. But anyway, you can see that I left that elite behind because he's tougher to kill, and there's no real reason to engage him. Once you take out most of the enemies, you could kind of skip the remaining enemies and progress to the next part of the tunnel here. So the first thing we're going to take out in this section, in this little group of enemies, is the turret. So just kind of tear into that turret. It's really easy to take out. Just kind of hang back far enough away where you're not going to get shot, and it doesn't move or anything, so you can just shoot it until it blows up. Easy enough. And then we're going to take out the smaller enemies if and when I need them, so I don't feel as safe skipping any remaining enemies here. So I'm just going to take these guys out, and we'll be able to move on to the next section. And I'm actually going to use this bus that's overturned, like I mentioned you can, because I'm low on shield now. So.
Ok, y ahí. Qué mamada que los coches te dan shield, güey. Pero qué bueno. Ok, entonces aquí ya nada más es. Skipear esos brothers. Pero no me putas
This tunnel
de.
links up to the bridge.
A la verga, a la verga,
Full
a
of
la verga.
rats, if you know what I mean. But it beats swimming.
No, me quitaron todo el shield. Estos culeros, güey. Ya no tengo nada, güey.
They've been analyzing the Covenant tactical chatter. They're surprised, confused. I don't think they expected us to be here. Not you and me. All of us. Humanity on Earth. Odd, I know, but it does help explain why they came here with such a small...
Ah, eres un imbécil, güey. Justito como en el puto video, güey. También este hijo de la verga. Va. Esto no me va a dejar, güey. ¡Hala! Tardó un chingo el Xbox cargar esta mamada. cámara. Ok, me guardó sin escudo esta mamada, güey, va. Se fue.
Odd, I know, but it does help explain why they came here with such a small fleet.
Hijo de perra, güey, ¿otra vez tú? Hijo de su puta madre. Ay, ese pinche ghost. Cámara, ese escudo. Ah, fuck, fuck, fuck. Que me lo voy a dar durísimo contra este brother. Porque puto shit. No, no corras. Brother, no pensé que sacaría su espada. ¡Ah! Vete a la verga. Como que no me la voy a dar durísimo contra este brother. Estos juegos me dan... shield. Sí, ¿no? Sí, ya dejó de sonar, güey. Qué padre. Puteadísimo está, amigos. Qué descarado. No mames. Brother, muérete. Ey, ey, ey. Ya, esto está muertísimo. Juega. No, esto no lo vi en el video. Bótate. A ver. ¿Acaso eres Daniel, Dios de los videos? I guess, güey. Digo, asumí que todo este pedo era ya con la Ghost super safe y los coches te dan shield, güey. Va. Lo que me da miedo es que me explote la puta Ghost en la cara, güey. No, güey. No, mamón. No, por favor, no me explotes la Ghost. Juega. Está mamadísima la Ghost. No mames, no vi ese pendejo, güey. ¡Oh, la verga! Cámara, muérete. El puto inmortal me va a destruir. ¿Qué pedo? Brother. Explota, mamón. Nah, güey, es inmortal ese pedo. El... Wow. Ah, vaya. Vaya, vaya. Nice. ¿Cómo me voy a mamar el escala? Güey, instantáneamente me hicieron mierda. Wow. Brother, instantáneamente me hicieron mierda. No mames. Pendejada. Ah, espérate, esto es un coche. Crashó, no te mames, güey. Brother. ¿No? Se apendejó tantito, nada más. No, me despedía. No. No. ¿Y no me dio algo así? No tengo chido. Ya mamó ese pedo. No, de hecho, primero voy a hacer esto. Vamos a agarrar el shit. Yo creo que probablemente este es el nivel más fácil en LASO. Muy probablemente. Estos bros no se mueven, güey. Nada más se quedan ahí paraditos, güey. Pues que pierden medio nivel, mamá. Ok, ya que están sus muertos. Pues chingón este carrito, güey. Me había olvidado que creo que este ya va a acabar y no sé si tengo que hacer guantes.
Just hop out, smack away, shooting them. There should be 5 of them. Once you take out the first couple buggers, you could actually go up on top of the side of the tunnel over here. So we will be able to more safely be able to take out these buggers. So it looks like they're keeping their distance, which is fine. It's a little more if we needed to since we're on the side rather than being down here. There's also a turret that's behind the crate on the right, so watch out for that guy. It's easy to kind of overlook the fact that he's there. You can't see him when you're moving up here, so you might start shooting these jackals like I am, not shoot back at us. So that takes him out easily enough, although it takes a little bit of time. This guy is an elite, so he takes some shots. But we're going to finish off these remaining enemies here of this crate because those 2 ghosts are scripted to go to the other side. So by going to the left,
mira.
we totally to go to the other side. So by going to the left, we
Esos güeyes
totally
ya me
avoid
los
those 2
mamé, güey,
ghosts,
no hay pedo.
and we don't have to deal with them at all. Just keep speeding along.
Había un
And we're
strat
going to
para
start shooting this
esquipear
turret up
esos
ahead
dos
here,
ghosts que me hicieron
and we'll be able to
mierdísima.
take that out easily from far away with no risk to our own health. And there's also going to be an elite up above on the left, and we'll be able to take out that guy as well. He will be a little tougher. He likes to dodge to the right and the left, but he could take a bunch of shots before moving. So you can see he's kind of taking a bunch of shots, then moving. Then we just reposition our gun and take him out slowly by repositioning occasionally. And then we're going to move forward to the left. There's going to be a warthog, friendly warthog, who we're going to team up with. And by team up with, I mean I'm going to let them actually distract everybody, and I'm just going to leave them. And who knows if they're going to survive or not. So just kind of hang out here. You can see I just let the warthog
los
drive by,
abandona
draw the
durísimo.
attention of the remaining Covenant. And then I just kind of went off the side here into this area.
Enorme.
And at this point, I like to blow up this vehicle right here to get some shield back. And we're going to move forward at this point. I skipped ahead there, obviously, because you don't need to see me smacking that repeatedly. But we're going to move forward, and there's going to be 3 shadows that are in this tunnel, and we're just going to hang out behind them. There's no real reason we need to go and engage them. We're just going to follow them to the end of the mission, really. And you can see in the middle of this tunnel here, there's a bunch of vehicles over there, so if you need any health or shield, rather, there's a ton of vehicles to blow up by meleeing them, so you should have a full overshield or a full double overshield once we get to the end section here. So at this point, we're just speeding this part up. We're just following these vehicles, these 3 shadows, until 2 of them will stop in the middle of the tunnel. So at that point, we're going to fly along the left side of the tunnel and just go right around them. So you can see vehicles are kind of littered around the area, so if for some reason you take a stray bullet or something, you could get your shield back many times over. So you can see the 2 back shadows have stopped moving forward, so we're going to blaze along the left side of them and avoid most of the damage. We're going to take some, but not a lot. But you can see I took a second salvo of bullets because I actually was running away and driving away in a straight line. You want to drive diagonally across the road so you avoid most of the fire. But stupidly for me, I made a bad move and was just kind of driving straight ahead. That caused the bullets to be able to easily track me and hit me. So I have no shield at this point, but you should be able to come out of that with more of a shield than I do now. But then you want to get up on the side of the tunnel, get out of your ghost, and snipe these 2 grunts off the plasma turrets because those 2 guys will take you out real fast if you don't do so. So we're going to take them out and then hop back in our ghost, and we're going to boost in this direction, follow this path, make your way under the shadow, and you can see that even without having a great shield situation, we are able to get past those enemies and avoid most of the fire. So we'll just make our way to the end of the tunnel. It will trigger the end of the mission. We'll get the post-game carnage report, and that is...
Ok. Entonces aquí aparece un barco que nos va a hacer paro. ¿O no? No apareció nada. Juega. Igual no necesitamos. Este lo agarró shield, pero no necesitamos. Ah, mira, este igual.
The Covenant must be trying to regroup. Don't let them.
Don't let them. Oh, no mames, se mamó el bro de la torreta, güey. Qué enorme, mamón. Esta madre explota, ¿no? Qué enorme ese güey. No, no creo que se puede explotar. Yo creo que ni siquiera tiene health bar esta madre. Simplemente se mueve, güey. Qué madre. Para y mama estos granos. Ok. Va. Si no los mamas, tú mamas. Esquivando y ganando. Ah. Güey. Y ya, fin de misión, güey. Ah, esta misión está muy easy, güey. Muy easy esta misión, güey. ¿Qué? Mega Master? Nah, that's a made up number. 48 millones? Nah, that's bullshit. ¿48 millones? ¿Qué hizo este brother, güey? Nah, ni a putas ese brother hizo 48 millones de puntos en esta misión, güey. Ni a putas. Yo hice 48,000, güey. A ver. En lo que cargue esa madre. Vamos a ver nosotros, Metropolis.
What's up, guys? Silver here with another Halo Master Chief Collection Achievement Guide. This time we're doing Part 3 of our Halo 2 LASO walkthrough. This is the level Metropolis, and the previous mission flows directly into this mission, so whatever weapons you finished the last mission with, you're going to have those to start this mission, including grenades, and we actually need...
50 cal, rockets, didn't do a thing.
Where's the rest of your platoon?
Wasted, Sarge.
And we will be too, sir, if we don't get the hell out of here.
You hit Marine?
No, sir.
Then listen up. Usually the good Lord works in mysterious ways, but not today. This here is 66 tons of straight up HE spewing divine intervention.
Divine
If God is
intervention.
love, then you can call me Cupid.
What about that scare?
We've all run the simulations. They're tough, but they ain't invincible. Stay with the Master Chief. He'll know what to do.
Yes, sir,
Right.
Sergeant.
Thanks for the tank. He
3
never gets
frags
me
for some
anything.
grenade jumps later in this mission, so you'll want to check how many you have. If you didn't use any in the previous mission,
Like.
Ah, ya me voy. Me voy al cine a ver Thor. Vale, verga. Pero bueno, al menos pasamos un nivel. El más puto fácil del pinche juego en LASO, pero pasamos un nivel. Pero bueno, sí. No sé si sigues aquí, JC, pero igual él puede al rato. E igual streameo. Se juega. Si van quit. Y deja pongo tuki 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 ruki tuki 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 ruki tuki 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 tuki. Ah, neta, es que no hay más. No es posible. No sé. Bueno, nomás ven acá. Agua. Bueno. Ahora sí vamos a la brega, chavos. Vamos.